Do we have a specialized build as well, or do we embrace something like Phoenix's? We're here to find out. As spawning in the top right-hand corner of Post-Youth, we have the blue Protoss player, the Danish Protoss representing Sidestorm Gaming. It is MaxPax. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have as opponent, we have the red Protoss player representing Twisted Minds. It is Classic. From South Korea. Go. So we are going to be settling in. Again, loading into Post-Youth. Classic going Nexus first. Let's go. Bold move at a Classic. This is the greediest opener you can go for in PvP, but this is more viable on a map like Post-Youth just because in general, economic openers are more standard, especially when you're up against MaxPax. MaxPax, he very rarely opens up with a proxy with a 1-base all-in. It is a very rare sight, so I do actually really like this here for Classic, taking advantage of the tendencies of MaxPax. MaxPax will confirm, and now the pressure is on. Now suddenly the turns do table, and the pressure is on MaxPax to try to punish this, and he doesn't. Instead, he's going for his own expansion. Now his Nexus is going to be later, but not by too much. So it's going to be a gate expand out of MaxPax and Nexus first out of Classic. So we're rushing into the economies here. And we'll see where we go from here as well. Because of the openers, we might not even open Stargate. I mean, it's MaxPax, so he's most likely going to open Stargate himself. Classic does confirm the second gas. Classic still has a probe in the main, and we'll get eyes on the tech of choice. Well, ideally, as the probe takes a lot of hits. Well, Classic going to be prioritizing the high yield minerals. Does Maynard over. Does saturate. You know, MaxPax does open Stargate. Again, just kind of what he's known for. MaxPax even, let's go, taking the gas geyser. Going to be attempting to mine through these mineral patches. For those that are curious, when you have a worker with either minerals or gas, if you mine the opposite resource, it does destroy the current resource that's in its hands. So you can, with one gas geyser, mine through this with one worker. Minerals, then gas, then minerals, then gas. Make our way into the natural, or into the main. We'll see if Classic does scout this. But now Classic's in the dark. Oh! Adept slips in. Oh, the Adept does slip in. There's nothing to defend. No! I was looking forward to embracing the game itself, but Classic had 0 units to defend, and he did not wall off in time. A little bit anticlimactic based on the opener. I was really looking forward to like sinking my teeth into that PvP, but just like that, GG, one Adept, and MaxPax will take a lead in the series. I appreciated the greed out of Classic, but unfortunately with that greed does require the execution, of course, as well. Unfortunately, Classic unable to wall off, and that's game. I feel a little bit robbed, Papi. I feel I was looking forward to it. GG. Meanwhile, shoutouts to Falling Ninja. Thank you so much for subscribing with the tier 1 sub. Thank you so much. Do appreciate the support. Do appreciate the sub. Thank you. Thank you. Hope you enjoy the content. Hope you enjoy the StarCraft. And now we're getting into game number 2. Game of the year. Exactly. Exactly. And spawning in the top right-hand corner of Dynasty, we have the Danish Protoss player, the blue Protoss, already leading the series. Was that like a 2-minute game? Like what? how fast was that first game? Feels bad, man. With the Danish Protoss representing Sidestorm Gaming, it is MaxPax. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have as opponent, we have the red Protoss player from South Korea representing Twisted Minds. It is Classic. And we're loading into Dynasty for the first time in a long time. This is one of the most vetoed maps in the map pool, but here in this PvP, we are embracing it. And I'm curious, is anyone willing to rush into the gold? Is anyone willing here? MaxPax should be setting up for the standard expansion. Does Classic take a risk? Does he take a chance? We'll see. We'll see. I mean, Classic is a very experienced player. That game 1, I'm sure he is pretty unfazed from that, but I still feel uneasy about it. I'm like, I'm like, that shouldn't have happened, Bobby. I want my game 1 back. As a Classic is going to be opening up 2 gates. It's going to be a 2-gate opener out of Classic. Meanwhile, MaxPax going for a gate expand. As a result, Classic has the opportunity to go for an all-in. My eyes are on this probe. Does he throw down the proxy? Does he throw down the pylon? Do we go for a proxy robo 1-base all-in? Based on the pylon positioning, I'm assuming not. This isn't a bad location for a proxy Stargate, for example, but it is very far away for a robo. We'll see. We shall see, yeah, as the probe does move out. So basically a fake proxy pylon. MaxPax across the map, he is scouting, he's looking, and MaxPax, he will confirm that the pylon is missing. For all he knows, it could be real, or it could be fake. So MaxPax has to respond, he has to respect it. Stargate is on the way. Classic does pull back. Are we going to make use of it? I'm curious. Stargate's in production. Classic opening up double stalker. Oh, we are! Proxy Twilight Council. Okay, so I assumed it might have been a proxy Stargate based on its positioning, but no, it's going to be a proxy Twilight Council instead. It is going to be committed though, and with this, Classic might even rush into a Dark Shrine. This could be a DT rush instead from the side of the Red Protoss, or this could be for like a 1-base 4-gate Blink all-in, for example, which is not unheard of either. I'm leaning more towards the side of Dark Shrine though. Meanwhile, MaxPax is scouting. He did scout the top side of the map. He was looking for the pylon. Alas, didn't find it. And here it comes, Classic. Does knock, or does at least knock on the front door. Chipping away at the natural. Okay, it's gonna be Blink. Okay. So not a proxy Dark Shrine. It is gonna be Blink instead. And we should be seeing extra gateways. So far, only 2 gates. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. Let him cook, Pappy. Let him cook. Classic. Going proxy Twilight Council into Blink and going for the goal base. MaxPax will confirm. Does get eyes on the Nexus. At the same time, here comes that gateway. It's going to be a 3-gate setup so far. He's checking. No shot. He does check. He does confirm. MaxPax gets eyes on the proxy. Gets eyes on everything. Sees the 3rd gateway. Sees the researching Twilight Council. At the same time, though, Classic pushing into the natural. Does push in. Does force the overcharge. MaxPax holding on with the bare minimum. Does defend. Another pylon on the way. Is this for a proxy 4th gate? So it's just going to be 1-base 4-gate all-in. 4-gate Blink all-in, I should say. I'm curious. As it's getting a little bit messy here. As we have buildings everywhere across the map. Oracle threatening the gold. So far, no transfer. I feel like the goal base is a fake out, right? Like there's no attempted saturation. Oracle dips in. Okay, he's gonna be recalling over. Oracle does confirm. No 4th gateway, just 3. Oh, that is a brutal stasis trap. Aye. Catching 5 probes in the main. Does catch 5 workers. MaxPax, of course, he did scout the recall as well. He is aware. Back at home, getting into Immortal production, getting into Void Rays. Stalkers are moving out. That is a lot of Stalkers. Checking the units tab. 11 Stalkers here to 2. And he has Blink. Classic can try to break this position. Overcharge is ready. Void Ray up is going to go down. Takes 3 volleys. Void Ray for a Stalker. Not a bad trade for Classic. But again, I'm sure Classic is hoping for more. He can rotate. He can actually Blink over this wall into the main. He can threaten the main base at the same time. Double Oracle hits the main. Probes are going down. 5 probe kills. Classic dives in. He can try to cripple the production. Actually going for the mineral line. Okay, going for the probes. Splits up his Stalkers, heads into both mineral lines at the same time. Probes are going down. It's going to be at the cost of Stalkers. It's going to be 11 probe kills so far. Oh god, there's no way out of this. 1 Stalker barely escapes. 13 probe kills, that isn't bad. The problem, though, is how many Stalkers were down in the process? 5. 5 Stalkers for 13 probes. MaxPax still maintains a worker lead. The goal base is helping, definitely. It's keeping Classic in this. Oof. Gets 2 more probes. 1 Oracle finally goes down. And MaxPax getting into his own aggression. Prism is on the way. His own blink as well. MaxPax has been stuck at home. He's been stuck being the defender for quite some time, but now he's finally breaking out. It's going to be on Classic to defend instead. Does have a third on the way. Again, it's just been a really chaotic game state. Oh no, and Charge is exposed! Charge is not going to finish. Brutal pickup. And Twilight Council is depowered. Not like this. You see Classic going for the Prism, does snipe it, but the Immortal does unload in time. MaxPax does preserve his units. Takes down the Twilight Council. Will deny charge. Nice force field though. He does lock down the Immortals. Very nice positioning here out of Classic. Almost said Clem. Takes down the Immortal. Takes down the Stalkers. Better fight. Oh no! Better fight for the red Protoss, but alas, Classic was he was distracted. He was preoccupied. Massive stasis in the main, catching almost every single probe. Not like this. Getting 3 more probe kills. Still very tense. The last MaxPax once again takes a worker lead, getting a third. Rebuilding his immortal count. And now moving out with his own Dark Templar. Do we have detection? Oh no. There is 0 detection. We've been here before. DTs are waddling in. There's no observer. There's no oracle. There is nothing to defend. DTs hit the natural. They go into the main. GG gets called as there is no response. And MaxPax will take the series 2-0. Winning it all with the Invisible Man. GG. Again, it does happen from time to time at this level of play. GG, well played. But we have seen Hero die to this. We've seen MaxPax die to this as well. But in certain scenarios, in certain game states, you just do not have detection. You delay the robo for a very long time. You don't have a Stargate. And DTs, they just end it. They just end the game straight up. It has happened to all Protoss players out there. GG. GG, well played. It was very chaotic though. It was very chaotic. Classic, he was holding his own. He had some good moments himself. Definitely. And the game definitely could have gone back and forth here if it had progressed. But GG, MaxPax will take it. Will take it in the end. And now we're getting ready for our next series. We're getting ready for our next matchup. MaxPax, he's waiting for his next opponent. It's going to be either Hero or Nightmare.